Welcome back. You're watching Daybreak on Citizen Television. Thank you for staying with us. The hashtag on Twitter is Daybreak. The SMS code is 22422. Let's allow me to come to you, Beggy, on this question, because later we'll be having a full sampling of the feedback from our viewers on the hashtag, which is Daybreak. And this is from Bob Owino. He says young people still have a long way to go on matters leadership because they still depend or are dependent on political bigwigs from their political parties, and even financially because they are disadvantaged. I mean, this is a concern, isn't it? Because finances are weaved into politics owing to the expensive nature of our campaigns. Is that what's perhaps holding back young people from actively taking part in politics?
To be honest, in 2017, I vied for a political seat, Member of Parliament in Mgoen constituency. And funny enough, people embraced the fact that young people would be leaders. And yes, finances would have been a greater challenge to young people. But if we look at what is happening right now, the past election, the Member of Parliament from Meru, the one who was riding the bicycle, became a Member of Parliament.
John Murige.
Yeah, without finances. Okay. So that notion was there, yes. Mr. Moi was the key founder of initiating the trend of giving voters money to be able to elect leaders. But you know, as time goes by, Kenyans have realized that, yes, we might miss a good leader because of their assumption that we need to be given money. If you look at this election as well, many young people have been elected. They were not financially stable, but they were able to be picked up in many political seats, MCAs and MPs as well. And even we talked of Dr. Mutai, the governor of Kericho, yeah, as well. Mm-hmm. He was not well off, but is now the governor of Kericho. So it means the population is changing and the people are embracing brains and good leadership. What is happening right now is Kenyans realize we need to get away from politicians and get leaders into leadership. Okay? Whatever used to happen a long time ago was politicians used to get into leadership. So it becomes a complete mess. So yes, financials are a challenge. But I would say that should not be the reason young people should not step up. Because your brain is your worth. Okay. Your brain is your value. And if you have value, if you speak to the people and you make sense and you have value, the people will respond to it. Yeah, what we need maybe to ask of the bodies that are in charge with election is to make sure they protect and they ensure that these young people who participate and genuinely win their elections by good numbers, that their votes are protected. Because they may not be as well in a position where they will be able to fund so much to protect their vote. And that's where there's a problem. You'll find someone who has a bit of liquid will come and bulldoze over, create chaos here and here, do some funny things. Okay. But looking from the last election, it's been a bit fair. It's been a bit fair. Okay. Those cases have gone down. Okay. Yeah.
Jerry, I'm sure you want to
yes,
rebut on that. But he mentions a very important point, and that is on selling of the ideas.
Yes.
But on the other end is, I mean, the masses, the people who are very central in this case, the ingredient, and give out, accord the mandate. Then how hard has it been, how hard is it for young people to get that message embraced by the electorate in handing them the mandate to govern over them?
What I can say is that money is important in politics, but it is not everything. And perhaps I'd like to just beg to differ just a bit. We are the exception. If you look at the young people that were elected to the 13th Parliament and the number, right? And we have already said that as a populace, young people are able to even overturn or overrun the status quo. But why are we not even at 50%? Or why have we not gotten there? And I remember in the last election, people were purporting that parties are not important. Okay. But we have been shown time and time again that even if our democracy has come of age to some extent, it has not come of age enough to do away with parties or to look beyond party lines. So that is the entire power play that comes into perspective when you're thinking about a young person vying and the need for that, you know, monetary marshal or show of power. Because at the end of the day, nominations for parties are, I think, one of the biggest hurdles that young people face in politics. I know quite a number of young people who were vying in various positions across the country that felt that they were shortchanged during the party nominations, and they came in as independent candidates. But at the end of the day, you find that the party carries the day. It was such a battle for me, and I want to thank the president and UDA, because he had made a commitment to ensure that UDA nominations were going to be free and fair, and they were going to envision what he wants to carry on and the promise he made to the Kenyan people. So we need the goodwill of the political powers that be for young people to take up space in politics. You see what happened with Jubilee Party. They were having those boardroom discussions and handing over the certificate. You know, it's like someone who's sitting in power just wagging the card and deciding, oh, it goes to this one, right? So at the end of the day, there's a lot of hurdles that come in, and that those hurdles are cultivated by, you know, the power of money that young people can marshal. Because even at 28 years of age, I did not have enough money to bully my way through. So there has to be some extent of goodwill, and money is important in politics. The young people who got in without, you know, having to dish out money like me and my colleagues, it is the exception. We want to make it the norm.
Okay.
We want our democracy to get there.
Okay. When you talk about